Welcome. In this video, we're going to go over setup and the basics of how to play the G.I. Joe deck building game and then follow up with a solo playthrough. So down at the table, this is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players with the main mechanic deck building with some dice rolling built in. So in your typical deck builder, you're going to start with a basic stack of cards, and throughout the game, purchase more cards and make your deck work better, all trying to fulfill a goal. And in this game, with a cooperative, we're trying to complete a final mission, which would be a level 3 mission here. We will lose the game if the threat meter ever goes up to the top spot, and there is different for if you're playing 1 or 2 players or 3 or 4. If we need to put out a 6th Cobra Battalion, that will end the game. And if we go through the main deck of cards, that will end the game. So first we'll start with setup. So we want to find our leader. So the base game comes with 6 leaders. We've got Duke, Scarlet, Roadblock, Snake Eyes, Lady J, and Flint. Sure, you can pick whichever one you want to, but the game does recommend we give this a shuffle and take one at random. So we will be playing as Roadblock. The rest can be removed from the game. And after we determine that, we're going to go find his promoted version. And generally, the rest of these will be removed from the game. But if you're playing solo, they will be shuffled into the main deck. Basically, what we're looking at on these cards, we've got the cost in the upper left. Since this is a starter card, it's 0. When we go purchase cards, like down here, you can see this one has a 2 up there. It's going to cost 2 recruitment points to get it. What we have in the star below the cost is the recruitment points it gives you when you play it. Then if they have any skills, and then we'll let you know how many dice you get to roll if you're matching a mission with that skill, and their special ability. The leaders, they also have an ability. You can pay 6 recruitment points to promote him, which will bring in the better version of that. And you see his recruitment went up. Skills got a lot better, so we definitely want to let that happen. But for right now, that's going to be out of the game. We'll have to get into that one. So the rest of our starting deck is going to be 6 GI Starter Joe cards. So if this card is part of a successful mission, when we run those, we may destroy this card. So the built-in mechanic to thin out some of the weaker cards as we purchase better cards. So we're going to get 6 of those. Then we're going to get a diffuse card. So if you defeated a side mission this turn, going to lower the threat 1 level. Second effort, when we're on a mission, we can play this card to reroll 1 die. Then we've got comms, which is probably going to be better in multiplayer, but it's still here. We can choose one, discard 1 uncovered card from the lineup, and replace it, or target teammate with 3 or fewer cards and hand draws a card. So the first part's still going to work the same, but we can't help out teammates with that one. So we're going to take these cards and give them a shuffle, and when we start the game, we will draw 5 of those. And as with most typical deck builders, once we go through our deck, if we need to draw a card and can't, we'll take our discard pile, pick it up, and reshuffle and continue drawing. For our hangar, this is where we get to place all our vehicles we get. If you get the upgrade pack, it's going to give you a 3D version of the hangar. I'm not a huge fan of that because the way that works is you slide the card in there, but then you can't see the ability. So as usual, I'm using my Uber stacks to hold that. So we're going to take the starter Vamp transport and put that into play. Basically, every mission you go on, we have to have a vehicle to get there. This lets us know how many Joes we can take on that mission. And this special ability is after the mission, return Vamp to the hangar. Most transports, after you use them, they're going to go to a discard pile, basically to get repaired and fuel up. But the Vamp was apparently built better, and it always goes back to the hangar, ready for the next mission. Then we're going to have a stack of basic service rifle cards. Just take that stack, and that's going to be available for purchase. Then the rest of the cards, basically that are the rest of the good cards, we'll put in here. So we do not put any more starters in here or the surface rifles, just the rest of the utility cards, transports, gear, and Joes. We'll shuffle those in there. And since I am playing solo, We can look through and find the cards that has the solo with the line through it. That is not used in solo games. So we'll take the rest and shuffle. And with that nice and shuffled, this is our main deck. So once again, if this ever empties, that's going to trigger the end of the game. So while we do want to purchase some nice cards to put in our deck, we don't want to purchase too many. Then we're going to take the top 6 cards and form our starting lineup. There we got a bunch of Joes. So this is a new transport. So most of the cards, so one thing that is a little different when purchasing cards in this game, once you purchase them, they go to the top of your deck instead of the discard pile. For transports, when you purchase them from the lineup, they go directly to the hanger. And then for this one, if we used it after it was used, it would go to a discard pile to get refueled and repaired. So we've got some other Joes in here. See, cost of 5 is going to give us 2 recruit and the skills and special ability when you play it. And we have our hopefully lucky dice set off to the side. We have our threat track. We're playing solo, so we've got that set up. Starts here in the blue, then it's going to move up in the green. At the end of every round, it's going to move up on space if we're in the green. If we get to the yellow, at the end of every round, we're going to add a Cobra Battalion to the leftmost card in the lineup. And in the red, no special ability, so that is a little bit different on the 3 and 4 player version. And once we do go out of the blue, we can never go back. So just some things to note there. So we'll start the marker at that spot. Got this reserve tile, so if you're playing solo or 2-player, on your turn, you may place a card here for no effect. End of turn, after drawing, draw this card into your hand as well. So you'll have 6 for your next turn. So that's going to help us since we don't have partners to help us. And then in solo, we're going to start with this side up. So in solo mode, basically, we're going to get 2 rounds before we trigger end of round instead of every turn. So at the end of the round, we're going to activate any penalties on story missions, card effects, and then the threat meter, depending on what that shows. And then it's going to go up one spot anyway, then flip it back over to let us know we've got 2 more rounds before that happens. All right, for our Cobra cards, we have some complications. When our story missions come out, we're going to be putting some of these out in play. They are divided into 3 acts, just like our missions. So for the first act, we're going to want to find all the cards with a Roman numeral 1 in the bottom left and just give them a shuffle and put them off somewhere on the board. You also want to have the Act 2 cards ready off to the side. And Act 3, and just know there was a misprint on Entrenched. It's blank down here, but it should have a Roman numeral 3 on that for getting things set up. So next, we've got officers. Certain cards will bring these in play, so we just want to have them available for us. So I'll have them off camera for a little bit until they're needed. Then we have a stack of Cobra Troopers, which will potentially go into our decks. We definitely don't want that to happen, but we'll have those off to the side, along with Cobra Battalions, which will be covering up cards up here, preventing us from purchasing them. And if we ever needed to cover up a 6th one, that is another game loss. So then we need to set up our mission. The game does come with 2 missions. I'm going to do mission 1, so we'll set all the cards with mission 2 to the side. Pick up our mission 1 cards. 3 of them are going to have a gold border around them. So every game, you'll be using these 3 missions. They're separated by Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. In a normal game, you'll have to go through a total of 9 missions. So these 3 are standard. Another 6 are going to be random. But for your first game or shorter game, you can take it down to 6 missions, and that's what I'm going to be playing with here. So we're going to separate those out from Act 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got 5 Act 1 cards. We're just going to take one at random and basically put that on the bottom of the stack. Put our Act 1 standard on top of that. Then we'll get our Act 2 cards. Take one at random. and put that there and cover it up with this one. So normally there's going to be 2 random ones going in every stack. Then we go to our level 3 or act 3, put one in there and cover it up. Then we'll flip this over. So our goal is to go through all these cards and then finish that one to win. So win condition, it's getting down to here. And like I said, we've already gone over our lose conditions. So on these cards, you'll get a flavor text letting us know it's a story group mission, which means our main mission to get through. And we can do this as a group if you're in multiplayer, but obviously everything's solo in this for us. And that it's Act 1. Lets us know when this comes into play, how many complications are going to go face down with it. If we use a certain type of vehicle type with this one, we're going to get bonuses. Special ability coming in, what we need to succeed with successes on our dice here. And what we get if we succeed and what we fail. So the dice, we've got a 50-50 chance of success and failing on these. The circles are failure. That's going to be 1 success, and that's 2 successes. So we have 3 no successes, 2 with 1, and then 1's die facing with 2. So that is our setup. So the game itself, we've got a player aid going over the turn sequence, and then what we do on missions. So the turn sequence, basically start phase. If we don't have an active story mission, we're going to put one in play. The first round of the game, we bypass that. We don't get any story missions. And since we're playing solo, so we'll get 2 turns of just buying stuff without bad missions in play. So start phase, refill the story mission, and then any start of turn effects. Then we go to our action phase. We have to do our missions first, then we can recruit cards. So group missions, if you're playing multiplayer, is a mission everyone can contribute to. Side missions are the active player only. And then recruiting is tallying up our recruitment points we've played and purchasing from the lineup. And once you purchase a card from the lineup, it will immediately replace itself. Then we go through the end phase, which is going through any mission effects, Cobra effects, Joe card effects, discard all your cards, and then draw up to 5. And the end of the round, once we've taken 2 turns in a solo game or in a multiplayer game, once everyone has gone, we're going to do the story mission effects, card effects, threat meter, and then this is going to go up 1 whether we want it or not, and then flip it back over. So when we do go on missions, we'll bring this card out to show how that works. This lets us know how many successes on our die roll we need. This lets us know the skills we can use, and this one says we can pick any skill. So say we had Deep 6 in our hand. If we choose Recon, we're going to get 3 dice. If we choose Vehicles, we get 2 dice. So we'll say, let's get our starting hand here. We'll just draw 4 cards and pretend we had already purchased Deep 6 here. So we decide we want to go on a mission here. We're going to take 1 Joe and pick a vehicle in the hangar. This vehicle lets me know I can have 4 Joes go on this mission. That's the max. So we look at a hand and go, I've got 2 more Joes we can put in this. These guys don't have skills. So basically, they're going to contribute 1 wild. If you put a Joe in something where their skill type doesn't match what's needed, they can contribute 1 wild also. So for this, we'll put those in. For the 1 skill, we're saying Recon. The Recon gets us 3 dice. Each one of these gets us 1 die each. And then we'll roll those dice and see if we can meet that skill. We got 2, so we succeeded, and that goes away. Where things get a little different is if you're going after a story mission. When this card came in, it would get 2 complications. So same scenario. Let's see. Yes. So in this one, it's Recon and Strength. So as long as we have those skills, we get the card. So he's got Recon, getting the same thing. 3 dice there and then 1 each from those. But before we roll to do this fight, we have to flip over and resolve the complication cards. So some of them are going to adjust. So the story mission, we have to re-roll one of our hits. So we'll keep that after we roll. This one becomes a side mission that we have to deal with later. at the end of the turn, we have to take this track up. So some other things that can happen, there's multiples of that. Story mission, discard a Joe from the mission. Add a Cobra Battalion to the leftmost card up there, increasing the difficulty, putting Major Blood in play. So just some different things that can happen in that stack. So seeing what happens there, we go and roll the dice. Not even close, and we have to re-roll one of our hits. So we have no successes. And so on something like this, if we go and fail, it's just going to stay in play. These main missions, there's a failure. It's still going to leave play. So if we succeeded, this track would have gone down 2 spaces and we put the Baroness into play. Failure, it goes up a space and we put the Baroness into play. And then up here, if we fail, we'll put it under that marker, succeed that one, and some other cards may or may not trigger off of that. So that's going over the missions, success and failure. Also cards in hand. If something has the, let's see here, the M in it, meaning we're on a mission, we can play that at any time during the mission phase. So this one would let us re-roll a die, which wouldn't have helped because we needed 4 anyway, but we at least got back up to 1. So that is the basics of a turn structure. So with that, we'll go ahead and reset. So shuffling everything to reset the game here. Got our main deck ready. Complications reshuffled. And our starter deck. And just so I don't forget, when we go here, we have to shuffle in some stuff. So I'll put some reminders in here so we can shuffle some. Remember to shuffle more cards in our complication stack. All right, so starting the game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got comms and diffuse, not going to help us because our first round, we don't have a mission play. So we have 3 money. What I'm going to do is reserve a starter there, spend 2 to get us a rifle. Cost of 2 gives us 2 recruitment, and if this card is part of a side mission, +1 wild skill, purchase cards go on top of her deck. End her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and draw that card. Flip this over. And see what we can do here. So I've got roadblock. How much money do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I think the best thing we can do there is promote roadblock. So by spending 6, we'll remove him from the game. Bring in his promoted leader version. So you can see that went up, his new skills, and that goes on top of our deck. End her turn. We draw 2. Don't have anything else there, so take our discard pile and shuffle. And 1, 2, 3. So we've completed 2 turns. We're going to go through this process. No story mission, no card effects. The threat meter doesn't do anything. Now we take it up 1, so it's in the green. Can never go back into the blue and flip that over. Start of this turn, since we don't have a story mission, bring in the uncover the double agent. Story mission, group mission, Act 1, Cobra send a double agent right into the Joe's HQ. Will the Joes be able to find this agent of chaos? If we take a tank in there, we'll have a better chance. It's going to bring in 2 complication cards. At the end of each round, draw a complication. And then success is 4, or successes on our dice rolls. And what we get for that and what we get for losing. And recon and stealth are good skills. All right. Recon and stealth. We were marksmen with explosives. Recon, we've got Deep 6 up there. Muskrat has some stealth. We have 4 money to purchase with. So what we're going to do is we're not going on a mission. We'll put Roadblock in reserves. Use those two guys for money to pick up Muskrat. He'll go on top of her stack and replaced with Cover Girl. Nice. It's going to end her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get Roadblock. Flip that over. And so if we went after her, we'd be rolling 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. Not a side mission. We get to re-roll 1. Let's see. And then money, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 money. 7 would be way better. Failing it's not terrible. Well, we'll do a quick playthrough here. So basically what happened is we put one Joe in play. We picked our transport. Basically, unless I say otherwise, it's always going to be the Vamp. So that's going to give us 4 people or 4 Joes we can put in there. For the mission, it goes back to the hangar. We're going to give it a shot here just to show you what happens when you fail or when dice get lucky. So stealth, since it matches there, gets us 3 dice. None of his skills match, so we can use him for a wild. And each of those can bring in a wild. So out of those, we need 4 successes at the moment. First, complications. We can resolve these in any order. Story mission, discard a Joe from this mission. That's not good. And at the end of your turn, so that's a side mission coming into play. So we discard a Joe, means we lose a die. All right, so we lost a Joe. We still need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. We got 4, which would have done it. No, that's going to do it. Nice. We did have 1 reroll. Can we do better? Sure, 5. All right, so we succeeded in that mission. That card to get discarded. We succeeded. We knocked this track down 2, but we can't go back into the blue. We still put the Baroness in play. And then this will go up here. And then we go find the Baroness, who becomes another group mission. Difficulty of 4, stealth and tracker. Story missions must be started by a leader. All right. So we've got 3 money to start with. We can get up to 5. And I think we will. Let's see. Recon and vehicles. We're going to spend 5 to get a sniper rifle. Ending our turn. I get refilled with expert training. Get 3 cards and shuffle to get 2 more. End of round effects. End of your turn. Tracker goes up 1 because of that. It's going to go up 1 because it's in the green. And then it's going to go up 1 because of that. Not a good turn. Got to get rid of the Rattler attack. Side mission, precision strike. Need some vehicles and 2 successes. All right, start of our next turn. We don't have a story mission. So now we need to rescue the scientist. Responsible for the mass device technology should know how to counteract its effects, but the scientist is in Cobra's clutches. Aerial strikes are good against this one. It's coming into play. So add complications to this mission equal to the number of players. So we're going to get 1 more complication. The end of each round, each player gains a Cobra Trooper and vehicles or stealth. We did all that, so we flipped that back over. All right. We are going after a side mission. This thing. Going to use that Joe to start it, using that for transportation. Bring in that Joe, attach some gear to this one, and attach a basic card over here. So the Joes by themselves get 1 wild. Because of this, on a mission, we get +2. We could play this later, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in now. And since this is part of a side mission, which is labeled up here, we get 1 more die. So 5 dice, needing a 2. We got 3 successes. So that goes to the discard pile. We have 4, 5, 6, 7 money. Perfect. We'll purchase Cover Girl. 4 dice for explosives and tech. End her turn. Let's see. The end of each round that triggers. This gets refilled by mainframe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip that over. All right, stealth and tracker. We've got stealth. Also have explosives and tech, which is not good for that. So I think we're going after the bareness. Not to mention, we need a leader to go over here anyway. All right, Cover Girl's coming in on the vamp. Let's see, when we bring Muskrat in, we're going to roll 5 dice and see if we get some auto hits to start with. We don't. We needed a double. So stealth, he is giving us 3 dice. For her, unfortunately, she's just giving us 1. And each of those guys are giving us 1. And we need 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We succeeded at this mission. I'm going to start thinning the deck. If this card is part of a successful mission, you may destroy this card. Unfortunately, when we do destroy him, we lose the recruitment. So we're at 4 recruitment. Basically, that just prevents us from getting deep 6, but I'm okay with some expert training. If you control a leader, we get 2 more recruitment. Get a shark down there, and she was taken out. All right, ending our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. End of round, story mission effect. At the end of each round, each player gains a Cobra Trooper. It goes into our discard pile. Not fun. No other card effects. Threat meter goes up 1. And I couldn't find anything in the rule book or online for an FAQ. When it moves out of 1, I think it just triggers where it's at the start of this. So I'm going up +1, not +1, and adding a battalion up here. Then we're going up +1 because of that, and flipping over. All right, vehicles or stealth. Marksman with explosives. Gets better with gear. He is a leader. So we've got some money. I'm not going to try that. I don't want to fail it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 money. Or, yeah, we're going to put that in reserve. We're going to spend 3, so when you purchase a transport, they go up here to the hangar. And that's going to replace with knowing is half the battle. Gaining number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission rounded down, then discard this card immediately. Let's see, vehicles or stealth. He provides 2 for vehicles. And that's the decision. So we're going to go for deep 6. Put that on top of her deck. Ending her turn. That we're placed with Beachhead. Now we're going to shuffle. Well, we draw 1. We need 4 more. Two, 3, 4. And we get that. Nasty. And that flips over. All right. So in game, place this into your discard pile. Play this card during your turn. If this card is not defeated by the end of your turn, discard it. It needs 1 success with any 1 skill. Comes another side mission. Let's see. That's going to get us 2 dice. 3, 4. Yeah, it's not worth it. So in that case, we're going to jump in the vamp and go after this guy with all these people. So we're choosing Recon, which will get us 3 dice. Plus 1 for each of those guys. And we got 1 success. Terrible roll, but 1 is all we needed. So he's been defeated. We're going to destroy one of our Joes or promote them. We've got 3 money. I think we're going to spend 3 on clutch. Brings out Spirit and Freedom. And we're going to reserve Expert Training and end our turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus that. End of the round. We're going to get another Cobra Trooper in our discard pile. And then with that, we get a battalion, and that's going to come in with our leftmost card without 1. Cannot interact with covered cards, which means we can't buy them, and any 1 skill with 2 successes. And it goes up 1. We flip over. All right. What do we have here? Vehicles are good, or stealth. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. Not great. So we're going to go after the battalion up there. Jump in our vamp. Pick any 1 skill. We're going with stealth. So Muskrat gives us 3. He's only good with vehicles. Gets us 1, and that guy gets us 1. Need 2 successes. We got 3. So defeated. If you defeated a side mission, which he is, we can take this track down 1. Let's see, we've got 2 money. We can get up to 4. We're going to play that for 4. Beachhead has some stealth. Brings out Wild Bill. 3 wilds, that's pretty good. Flip this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Vehicles or stealth. So we use stealth. That gets us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the best we've had in a while. So, yep, we're going to start going into this mission. These 3 people are jumping in the vamp. We'll throw that. We'll see what's happening here. So Beachhead gets us 4. She gets us 1. That gets us 1. And that's going to get us 2. But first, surprise attack, complication. This goes up 1. Nope, I was surprised. All right, now we need 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Our dice are 50%. All right, so success. Goes down 1, and we draw 2 cards. Got a Roadblock and a Joe. No other missions going at the moment. This is my reminder. When we go into stage 2, we're going to take all the stage 1s and then the stage 2s and shuffle those together. Now we want to buy some stuff. So right now I've got 8 money showing. 9, 10, and 11, and reserves. So 11 money. We're spending 5 there. Got 6 left. Scuba gear or Wild Bill. Exactly 11. And an all striker comes out. These go on top of our deck. These get discarded. So draw 2 and shuffle. So we're getting 3 more, and then Roadblock jumps back in. Go through all this stuff, which means we're getting one of these guys back. And because of that, that goes up. Flip over, no story mission. Now we have to escape on jetpacks. Sometimes the only way out is up. The Joes attempt a daring escape from a Cobra attack, but Zartan is hot on their heels. So airplanes are good against this one. We're going to get 2 complications. And it looks like we're getting Zartan in play whether we're good or not. So explosives or vehicles. Well, we've got vehicles and explosives and more explosives. I think we're going to try to blow this thing up. And we got way too many people to put on this thing. All right, so we're bringing in Roadblock. He's going to come over with the Vamp and Cover Girl and Wild Bill. So this is something else that's missing in the rule book. What exactly these colored squares mean. From what I found out online, it just means where are we at on the tracker. Since we're in the yellow, we get +1 hit for this mission. And we're going to bring in Spirit and Freedom. All right, see what we have here for complications. Story mission, we have to re-roll 1 hit on this thing. And Overwhelming Force, end of a turn, the level goes up. All right, so we're going explosives. We get 3 for Roadblock. We get 4 for Cover Girl. We get 3 for Wild Bill. We get +1 hit already. We're going to get 1 for him. And for each side mission you control, we control 1. I don't think we control that one. We get +1 hit. So we already have 2 hits. And we have 3 more dice to roll after we do these. All right, looking for 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 successes. We'll take that as a success. So that is going to get discarded. This moves up, so we're going down 2 on this, and we're putting Zartan into play. So Zartan takes 5, Tracker or Recon. To defeat story missions, you must match the difficulty exactly. We're going to have to take him out first, that's for sure. All right, these guys are done. We're going to come in and try that. No, we're not. That takes marksman, martial arts, or marksman. So in that case, we'll go after the Cobra Battalion. We're going to choose recon. So we're getting 3 dice. You know what? We're going to use a shark. Holds 1 person. We get +2 wild skill, +1 in vehicles, and that will help us out with the +2 wild. Well, he's already gets us +2 wild if we use a boat. So we're getting 3, +2, +2. You know what, with that, 1, 2, 3, 5 against that. Yeah, we're going to go after this one instead. So he doesn't have any of those, so he's getting 1. But we brought in a boat. Actually, no, that's not the way it works. Sorry. This only works if the mission we're going out after has that symbol on it. Not the right type of symbol. So back to the original plan. We're taking the Vamp, Cobra Battalion, 3 dice, 2 successes. Got rid of that. All right, so money-wise, 5, 8, 10, 13. Tanks are popular, so we'll buy that for 4, so we have 9 money left. Ooh, change all single die results to doubles. We're going to get some scuba gear for 5, so we have 4 money left. Snake eyes, wow. Distraction, ending our turn. The end of the turn, we go up 1 because of that. Flip this over. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That got replaced with Duke. And now we need to grab the rare crystal element. Cobra won't give up the rare elements to power the mass device without a fight, and it looks like they've learned from their earlier mistakes. So it's coming in with 2 complications. Put Baroness in play again. She's back. This mission has +1 difficulty for each mission in the success pile. Oh, that hurts. So that's going to be a 5. All right. Tracker or recon? We've got none of those. Really want to get rid of Zartan. Really need to take care of that too. But with what we have in hand, we're going to jump on the Vamp, going after Baroness. We're going to use some scuba gear to target player draws 2 cards. We'll choose ourselves. Let's see. All right. So stealth gets us 3. He's going to get us 1. +1 wild for someone else with vehicle skill, and he's going to get us 1. That is not going to do it. All right, so we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 money. We're going to grab Duke for 6, so we got 2 left. Defeated a Cobra Battalion, draw a card. Not terrible. Then we're going to put that in reserve and end our turn. So end of turn, goes up 1. Stalker came in. We're getting a battalion over here. And then goes up 1 and flip back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some expert training. Stealth is good. Recon and marksman is good. Ooh, that guy is not good. We gained, yep. We're going to send Beachhead after him. Throw him on the vamp. Any one skill, going with 4 stealth. Took him out. And then Duke is going over after the overwhelming force. So we're using marksman, which is going to get us 3 dice. When we play him, we're going on the vamp. Put a GI from your discard pile into your hand. Then we'll add a couple GIs to this. GIs on this mission gain an additional +1 wild, so each of those are adding 2. We ended up with 4, so we're taking care of that. Money-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, since we control a leader. Stealth and tracker. Tracker or recon. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll use 6 here. We have 3 left, picking up Snake Eyes. Got a Tunnel Rat. He's good at recon. We got 3 left. We'll play 2 more to get him and end our turn. Rock and roll comes back or out. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's starting to be a problem. Let's see. Stealth, I think need to go after Baroness since we have some stealth. Give him a sniper rifle. We're going on the vamp. Give him a Joe. So we're getting 3, 2, and 1. Not even close. We got halfway there. Then we're going to send in the Tunnel Rat to go after the Cobra Battalion. I'm going to choose explosives. We succeeded. Then we'll defuse. If you defeated a side mission this turn, which he was, we take that down a notch. All right. Recruitment, 6, 7, 8. Recon and marksman. We're taking him. Got 2 more left. We will call it there. 1, 2, 3. And do some shuffling. And check to see what all is triggering. Let's see, mission has +1. It's not triggering. All right, so just over here, another battalion's coming back. And this goes up 1 and flip over. We're drawing 2 more cards. All right. Explosive marksman. Recon. All out on Zartan. Jumping in the vamp. 4 dice from him. Rock and roll. 1 for each of those. Needing a 5. We got 50% on our dice. Reroll 1 die. This comes up a double. We made it. Ah, that's luck. We'll take it. Zartan's defeated. Part of a successful mission. We'll get him out. We've got 5 money to purchase with. Maybe we should have kept the 6. We're going to go with knowing is half the battle. Place that with Scarlet. Nice. End our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stealth and tracker. Wild and stealth. Any one skill. I do want to take her out. So stealth is getting us 4 dice. That's getting us 3 dice. We're getting an auto hit because we're in yellow. And we'll see if we can get it there. Nope. In a mission, target player draws 2 cards. We'll pick herself. Let's see. We can play that for 2 more dice rolls. And that's going to do it. So the Baroness is defeated. Then we're going to bring in Duke to go after the Cobra Battalion. Put a GI from your discard pile into your hand. Jumping on the Vamp. Oh, we don't have any GIs in our discard pile. Oh well. It is a side mission, so we're going to give him a service rifle. So we're going to get 3 dice plus 1 wild. And we got 2, which is enough. And I'm going to put that in reserved. We've got 6 here, so we're getting Scarlet. That replaces with an APC. So we've got 5 left. Going to get some night vision goggles. And replace that with a recovery signal. And end your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that. We're going to get one of these guys back. That goes up 1. Flip that over. And we are running out of time here. Reroll up to 1 die. Got 3 people. We're going to go with the All Striker. It's going to give us the bonus on this one. So +3 Marksman. The leaders on this mission will get +2 Wild. Does Marksman help us? Not really. We're going martial arts. So that's going to get us 4 dice. When he comes in, we roll 5 dice. We didn't get any doubles. And he's coming in, giving us a die, and that gives us 2 wilds. Resolve these. At the end of your turn, it goes out and put Major Blood back into play. So this difficulty is a 5. Play this, reroll up to 1 die for each Joe on this mission. So we get to reroll 3. Got us up to 4. Gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission rounded down. That's going to get us 1 hit, which takes us to 5, which is exactly what we need. After this is played, it gets discarded. This is defeated, which means this goes down 2. Defeat all Cobra battalions in the lineup. All right. And after the mission, this gets discarded. We're going to get rid of him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play this. If we control a leader, gets us another 2. So we're up to 8. We're going to put in an APC and replace it with barbecue. Ending our turn, triggers this going up. Flip that over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're in the level 3 stacks. So we'll take the level 3 cards and, oops, including that one, and shuffle them in. We're going under the sea. Somewhere hidden in the Atlantic Ocean lies another rare element. That's thousands of miles worth of ocean for the Joes to search, and every second counts. It's coming in with 1 complication. Mission has +1 difficulty for each mission in the failure pile. At the end of each player's turn, draw a complication. Yikes. So it is just a 4, recon and tech. And a boat, which we have, but we can only take 1 person on that. Who do we have in here? Recon is good. Recon is good. And those not as good. We're going to jump this guy in the shark. Capacity of 1. Let's see what this complication does. Each player shuffles a Cobra Trooper into their deck. That's not cool. All right, dice. Recon and tech. So recon, we're getting 3 dice for him. Got him on a boat, so we're getting 2. The boat's giving us 2 wilds. Vehicle doesn't help, but it's giving us +2 tech. So we're going to have 1 more die. Looking for 4 successes. And I think we got it. Put the 1 more die. So we got 8. Took care of that. Bring this down 2 notches. Each player draws a card. And this goes in our success pile. Then we're going after the Hiss tank with Tunnel Rat and at the start of the turn. Didn't do that. Put that there. We're going after the Hiss tank. Going to use explosives, which gets us 3. Each of those gets us 1. We got 2 successes. Got rid of that. That was a side mission, so we can take this down a notch. All right, 1. Ooh, that got discarded. We'll use the vamp for them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pick up Stalker. Place with an all-in. And ender turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to add to there. Take it up 1 and flip over, start over turn. He's not adding on anything. We bring in our final mission, destroy the mass device. This is a final showdown. Either the mass device meets an explosive end or the entire world is doomed to be Cobra. Put Cobra Commander into play. The threat meter is not in red. Also put Destro into play. So not in the red. Cobra Commander. We need 7 to win, and anything less goes up 2, and we keep on going. Marksman and explosives, or explosives. So Cobra Commander and Destro. Destro, reroll all double die results against the story mission. At the end of each round, draw a complication. It's coming in with 1 complication. At the end of each round, discard all uncovered main deck cards in the lineup. Story mission is +3 difficulty. Vehicles and recon. Don't like any of those. Oh, we got 2 turns to take those guys out. Tracker and martial arts. That goes after Destro. More martial arts. And vehicles and recon. Got nothing. Marksman. Going after Destro. That's going to get us 6 dice. Explosives are good. Yep, we're sending those 3 in the vamp against Destro. So that's going to get us 10 dice. Stalker's the only one on this mission. It gets +3. Yeah, that's not worth doing. So we've got 2 more dice after this. And we went 50%, but that was enough to take him out. Ooh, reroll all doubles against the story mission. No doubles rolled, not a story mission. Destro is out. It only took 3 of them to do it. Then we're going to bring in Spirit for each side mission you control, +1 hit. Oops, that's the wrong guy. We'll go after that battalion with 3 dice. 4. How about that? So we took him out. If you defeated a Cobra battalion this turn, draw a card. Drawing into a nice game, place it in your discard pile. Play this card during your turn. If this card is not defeated by the end of your turn, discard it. So end of our turn, it gets discarded. Well, not just yet. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 money. We want vehicles and recon. So we'll spend 2. So we've got 10 money left. We've got 8 money left. Marksman. Let's get over here. So what to say? We had 12. Is that right? Yep, 12. We've purchased 8. So we've got 4 left. Which is not going to get that. Or the results of the die roll. Reroll all mission dice. Each player returns one of their Joes on this mission to their hand. I think we're good with what I've got. So just discard all those. Flip that over. And see how good we can top deck. All right, we want vehicles and recon. Vehicles. Gear. This mission fails. You may defeat a side mission you control. There's a gear in play. For each other Joe with a vehicle, you get +1. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 dice. We're going to make it an even 10. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we got 2 more rolls going after Cobra Commander. There's 6 right there. 2 more dice. Didn't need them. So we've defeated him. Then we're going to bring in Roadblock. Actually, no, we're not. Reserves. Money, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to spend 5 to move that over. And end our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to bring Battalion out. And that's going to take that up and flip it over. We want Marksman. We've got Wild and Marksman. So there's 6 dice against that. 7, 8, 9. Yep, we're doing it. While Bill comes in, we're taking in the APC so we can have up to 8. We're going to play that to draw 2 cards. Dice, 3 wild. We're getting an automatic hit. We're going Marksman or Explosives. Yes, doesn't matter. He's getting 3 either way. So we're at 6. When he comes in, he rolls 5 dice. We're looking for doubles. We've got 1 double, so we've got 2 automatic hits. So 3, 3, 1, 1, and 1 more coming. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes, one more die to roll. Oh, there's a gear in play. Wild skill, and so we've got 2 more dice to roll and drawing a card. And when we draw that, we can just put that up there. Not good. Well, we've got an automatic 2 hits. We get 2 more dice to roll. Distraction for the win. Change all single dies to successes to doubles. Now we're realizing we had that to go through. The end of your next turn, fail the current mission. That wouldn't have affected anything. Now it's going to get us our 8 for the victory. So we win. So I'm sure I made a few mistakes there going through there, but hopefully you got a good look at how this game works. This was the easy version. So in a normal game, there would have been 3 more random missions to go through. But I think that's a good overview of how the game plays. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.